So I would just like to go on record by saying we keep having intros that I don't approve of. I didn't disapprove of the Pop Smoke one, but this I ain't joking to this one.
Baby, don't trip.
Man, I can't even do the impersonations no more, bro.
Man.
Literally last week we did the impersonations and just like us for fun and just like, you know what I'm saying. Then
Yeah,
a whole week later,
he's gone.
tragic news, man.
We'll get into that.
We're gonna get into it. But what's going on YouTube? We're back for another episode of The Four. I'm your host TJ.
It's your boy Jerdo.
It's the one and only Jacoby Watson.
You feel me? It's your boy DJ ASAP Jubilant, aka Young Urameshi. You know what I'm saying? Oh, right. But wait, it's your boy. Like I'm saying, in the cut like lazy people who want to get a job. In the cut like a lawnmower on the front yard. In the cut like a laceration. Them two I got from my boy Out Wet over here. You can't see him, but I got them from him. So shout outs to him. Shout outs to all my people doing the dang thing. And I had a bunch of other shout outs that I wanted to give out, but I can't remember.
Well, now you know all the other terms. This man being a cut, but yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this episode. So so today we're gonna get into a couple topics here. Of course, we always gotta start off an episode like this, unfortunately, because this has become a trend and. I just want a redo button for 2020. I'm not gonna lie. Like, can we just start over 2020? Because it's been rough, low key.
See, well, I feel like if we start over 2020, it might be kind of trash still.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't know, man. It's just different. So, I mean, I'm gonna get into it. So, if you don't know, we about to tell you now. Pop Smoke, up and coming Brooklyn rapper. Woo! 20 years old.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Pop
man.
Smoke,
Yeah.
man.
Gone way too soon.
You can't
Way
say
too soon.
pop
Way too soon.
and forget the smoke.
I swear.
You cannot.
Who gonna say that now, bro?
Bro.
Like,
We
it
gonna
don't
have,
make no
we
sense.
gonna have to say it in our hearts.
We are. So.
Baby, don't trip.
We gonna, of course, talk about the situation that happened. Mind you, this is February 20th as we're recording this episode. So
This happened February 19th.
the Wednesday. Yeah, literally yesterday.
Literally the day before.
Yeah, it literally happened yesterday. We just got the news yesterday. So the 19th. In this episode, we're also gonna cover All-Star Weekend that happened in Chicago. Kaitlin Bennett, and we're gonna also talk about Boosie versus the Wades. So you definitely don't want to miss out this episode of The Four. But before we get into everything that we're going to talk about today, I would like to do a moment of silence for Pop Smoke. And after that, we will get into the thought of the days before we kick off the episode. So 1 moment silence for my deep voice brethren. All right. So today, February 20th, how were you guys feeling when y'all started y'all day?
I woke up. I woke up good for real. Like I was off.
You say working on the weekends like usual?
Oh no.
You ain't
We ain't gonna get
we
into all that. But I woke up feeling good. Like it wasn't. I ain't wake up too early. I ain't wake up too late. Was able to be productive for the day. Finish my resume. So yeah, I felt good.
Okay, resume building. All right.
Yeah, I know, right? We got to out here.
I feel it.
That man,
I
you're a
might hit
meshy.
you up about that.
All right.
That man, you're a meshy.
So today, my thought of the day was these children, because I knew I was going to have to do some community service today with Holmes Middle School, which is what I did. I went to go mentor and talk to some kids about college and Greek life and all that good stuff. It's good for the young children to see black successful people. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go let them know.
All right, that man Jerdo.
This morning I woke up. As soon as I got in the car, threw on a Pop Smoke.
Got to.
That's really. It's just the fact that how crazy like life has been so far in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bruh,
but he was only 20. We were finding out more information like throughout.
We got some stuff.
Yeah, we got a little bit, but it's like from the jump you could tell it was a little sketchy on how the situation happened.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we have learned from this situation, be aware of your surroundings at all times. Right. And that's meant literally and figuratively. So,
Facts. Well, with that being said, we just go ahead and get into it because that's honestly how I woke up thinking about just like this whole situation and how crazy this was. So, yeah, if you've been living on a rock or if you're just not familiar with this person, we'll give y'all the little rundown. Pop Smoke, Brooklyn rapper, 20 years old, making waves in Brooklyn, was having songs from Travis Scott, Quavo, A Boogie, Nav. Lily was just getting into the scene. He was making some moves last year. this was really going to be his year as a new artist. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have got double XL this year because of, like all the waves in the
and they
sound.
still might give it to him for real. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
Throw it off.
I don't know. Yeah,
here's my thing though.
I don't know about that.
If X could get a BET award for best new artist, knowing dang well BET's audience is not for X's music, and he can still get best.
They
new
probably
artist
had
for
that before he passed though.
I highly doubt it.
No, his fan base.
Yeah. But for BET,
go whatever with the wave.
They go with whatever the wave is. They don't.
Okay.
It's changed. But anywho, so if you don't know what happened, pretty much really early Wednesday morning,
around 4:30.
4:30 in Hollywood Hills, this man had an incident with a home invasion.
Was it Pacific time or was it Eastern Standard Time?
Hollywood Hills.
So it was 4:30.
Mind you, it's
Pacific.
3. So it was 7 in the morning
for us.
here
Okay,
for us,
that
but
makes
it's
a lot
4 in the
more
morning.
sense.
That's why I said Hollywood Hills. If you didn't know, it's 3 hours behind Eastern Standard Time. So if you live on the East Coast, it was about 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning. Whereas if you was on the West Coast, it was around 4 to 5 in the morning when this incident happened. So pretty much home invasion. They didn't even take anything, which is the crazy part. Nothing was stolen. It was just they have surveillance video of some people who seen from the outside Hollywood Hills where Pop was killed yesterday. They said they saw 4 men approach the home around 4:30 a.m., snuck around back. A couple minutes passed before 3 of the 4 walked back out in the side of the home in the front. The 4th one apparently walked through the back door, but no camera was trained on it. And then the next time you see the man, he exits throughout the door of the house running. And then from that point on, they reported multiple shots fired inside the home, which they only struck Pop Smoke, who was rushed to the Cedars Medical Center, and he was pronounced dead there. So from there, they're still trying to figure out what's going on with the whole situation. So with that being said, we kind of expressed how we felt on that about definitely being kind of salty at the fact that he died at an early age, and it doesn't help with the whole artist is making it out and they're not living past 25. Which is really crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's sad that we don't even get to see where his sound or his music career will go from here. Mm-hmm. And we're kind of just stuck with Meet the Woo 1 and 2 as his main critically acclaimed project. So with that being said, I want to ask you guys, do you think this was a possible setup?
100%.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Why?
Well, first of all, the type of person he was as far as like musically and on the street side, he had his street side that of course the media don't talk too much about, but he definitely was gang affiliated and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised that like back before he got popping and famous, he definitely probably had some hood troubles, got famous, niggas in the hood be salty.
Yeah.
So I feel like it probably has something to do with that. This person who probably, I'm not saying he did do anything, but someone who potentially could have caused problems in his hood before, they out of nowhere leave the hood and they famous and taken off and they stuck where they at. Mm-hmm. So I can definitely see jealousy being a part of it too, along with the setup. Not to mention they were saying he had a party at his house, and literally like after the party was over, 10 minutes after he locked the door, that's when they came.
Crazy.
So,
literally.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, just wasn't even like definitely like the main factors that stood out to me. One, his address getting leaked on IG Live.
That was one thing I did hear about that too.
That was number one.
Yeah, he did that.
That was number one. Two, I have read a couple reports. They because there are speculated rumors that they do think that it was gang related. And because I saw a couple articles, they more so were thinking that one of like that maybe there's a possibility that maybe one of his enemies have had it out for him for a while now, but they never really had the chance to like get, you know what I'm saying, they never had that access to get to him or get close enough to him.
Right.
So they were thinking like, okay, boom, he just got done with a party, his address get leaked. This is the perfect time. He about to be tired. He probably about to go home, go in the bed and crash because I mean it's like 4:30 in the morning. If you just got done throwing a party, you trying to go to sleep. You trying to slump. So it was like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity. No, like what they said like the camera on the back door wasn't even trained on the back door. That's perfect opportunity motive. So I definitely. It just the timing of it just doesn't sit well with me. Okay. Like it just something about this it just didn't. It's not natural. Like you can tell that there was some kind of a factor. Something
some
was
background.
something caused this. Whether it could have been someone in the hood being jealous of him because he started going on the rise. He was going to start making waves out here in the music industry, or maybe again some of his past actions caught up with him. Something like that.
Or maybe he just came off the wrong way to somebody that ain't like that. And
that too. It could be.
I don't know.
There's really too many unknown factors to this.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly like, I don't want to say too much about this just because like I kind of want to wait to see like after investigations, like what do they think happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see like what they come up with, just because like, again, like this was tragic. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I was a huge Pop Smoke fan, but I was starting to get into his music. He was starting to grow on me. I was starting to adjust. I'm like, okay.
It's funny you say that because a lot of people I talked to when they found out was low key saying they were just getting hip to him like recently and just like finding out about some of his music, because I know he got a huge put on with the Jack Boys project for Gotti.
Yeah.
And that kind of opened like the more avenues and lanes for people to listen to him.
Because I was surprised to find out that the first Meet the Woo came out in 2019. I was like, what?
It came out in the summer, I think.
I was like,
and Meet the Woo 2 just dropped a couple
literally 2 weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he just had that interview with Angie Martinez. Like, it's just,
I know she's sick. I was watching that
honestly,
this morning.
Like I said, this is truly just an unfortunate situation, just because of the fact that, of course, not only you hate to see this happen to an artist, but of course, him being a black male, and then him being just so young.
Yeah.
Like I'm 4 years older than him. That like that hits me because I'm just like that.
You.
Like yeah, it's sad. So my condolences and prayers to his family and everyone else affected by this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's definitely like you can tell as like we go more and more in society, us as humans don't value a person's life as much anymore as we technically would in the past. But I think it's messed up. I hope it isn't a setup, but it do sound kind of sketchy because I don't want to like give it that crap bucket mentality, but it low key sounds like, or may seem or come off as if that people saw him shining or something, or you know what I'm saying. But I'm not trying to put it on Pop like it's his fault for what happened, but at the same time it's like, dang, kill the brother though, like for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was
don't love nobody?
Nope.
Yeah,
That's
unfortunately.
true.
I think it personally was a setup just because you don't run in nobody. If you trying to, steal, you don't run in nobody's house and not take nothing. And I guarantee you,
that's what I'm saying. They didn't even take anything. I'm like, that's weird.
So,
like,
nah, they
even was reporting that like they felt like it was targeted. So I agree with them. I definitely think it was targeted. They knew where he was.
It's just crazy because my grandma always told me people die in threes. And the day before yesterday, Pop Smoke died. Y'all seen You Got Served, right? Yes, everybody seen You Got Served. Yeah. So y'all know the grandma on You Got Served, she passed away the day before.
I did not know.
And one of the ladies who used to play on Good Times as one of Florida's best friends, she had also passed away the same day. And then the Pop Smoke thing, and I was like, bro, what is going on?
And the guy who created Copy and Paste.
I did. I just seen that too.
He died
the dude who created Copy and Paste. Shout out to him. Thank you.
That is a lifesaver for me in Photoshop.
Like
y'all don't even know,
bro.
That's crazy.
He changed lives, but yeah, that's just. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say on the Pop Smoke.
Yeah, it's still fresh because, like we said, as we're recording this incident just happened yesterday. So by the time this episode would be out, they would probably have a lot more info on the situation. But definitely our prayers and condolences goes out to his family. I saw Brooklyn was going up the other night.
They had the vigil for him and everything. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll probably insert that in the video too if you haven't seen it. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Definitely be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of who you with, who you know.
Every nigga is not your nigga.
Facts.
Bro. Truly. You can't trust everybody, bro.
And always and forever, you cannot say Pop and forget
the smoke.
Facts, man.
I can't say Pop and forget the smoke.
I've been trying to tell these people.
I wasn't a big Pop Smoke fan, but that was hard.
Man.
You can't
You
now.
can't say Pop.
That's crazy.
And forget the smoke.
Cannot.
Well, definitely R.I.P. Pop Smoke. May he rest in peace.
Woo!
So, we're going to go ahead to our second transition, to our second topic here. So, All-Star Weekend. We're going to kind of switch it over to a little lighter note, in a sense. So, yeah, All-Star Weekend just happened in Chicago. Definitely a lot of stuff was going on. I mean, it's Chicago. It's All-Star. It's been hyped up for the past few months. And, yeah, you got the All-Star game, the celebrity match, the three-point contest, the dunk contest. Which did y'all get any chance to check out any of the All-Star
I watched
games?
some of the dunk contest.
Yeah.
I wasn't really like, again, y'all know basketball ain't really my sport like that, so I ain't really was impressed on All-Star Weekend. But I did watch some of the dunk contest. I was like, okay.
Did y'all check out the dunk contest?
I seen a couple dunks, and
So what y'all think about it this year? Like, what y'all think?
Aaron
about
Gordon got robbed again.
I won't say he got robbed, but
Derrick Jones' dunks were not better than him. They were just between the legs. That was the only difference.
He definitely kept doing the same dunk in different ways.
And bro, Aaron Gordon jumped over a 7'5" human being.
The only
saw-
reason they
I
didn't give
saw
it to him
that.
because he touched him.
Did he though?
D-Wade,
Yeah.
he did. He grazed his head, but
Hey,
D-Wade was just.
but
dead.
who jumping over a 7-foot dude though?
Oh,
Exactly.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he could have
Not Derrick Jones.
He could have messed up and folded and then lost, but no, even though he slightly touched him, he still made that happen.
And they
still
said
kept
that
that
wasn't
too.
even planned. He was just like, "Hey, yo, Taco, come here." He was like, "What?
That's
what you need me for?"
Still live.
So yeah, that was wild. The Rising Stars game, that was interesting to watch, especially seeing Zion Williamson and John Morant play on the same team. They definitely have a lot of chemistry together. So who knows? Maybe somewhere down the future they might end up on the same team. I am on my strong campaign for John Morant Rookie of the Year because he actually doing the damn thing in Memphis. I'm not gonna hold you up.
That's crazy.
So
man.
yeah.
Well, do y'all think D-Wade actually like low key finessed it to let what's his name win because that was like his former teammate? Because I saw some people low key on Twitter like trying.
He
to go off
definitely
about
did
that.
play for the Heat.
He talking about
It wouldn't
I don't think
surprise
so.
me, but I don't think he would do that.
little favoritism. No,
Yeah.
no.
That might have helped this much, but I don't think it was that big of a deal.
I think the
feel that.
NBA just don't want
Aaron Gordon to
Aaron
shine.
Gordon to
Yeah, he
win.
said he
win
probably
a
not
dunk
gonna do it
contest.
He
again.
not.
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't either. I'd be over if he did it 2016 and then he didn't win and then did it this time and didn't win. I'd be cool on him too.
Because the first one, he definitely should have won because he did a dunk over the Orlando Magic mascot who was spinning on a Skywalker, and he dunked it under his legs, and then Yam did again.
Who did he lose to in that year?
That year,
2016? Who won 2016?
Oh, God, hold on.
Someone forgettable.
Damn.
I was going to say, that wasn't Blake Griffin year.
I don't know.
Who was it?
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. While we doing
The
this.
power of Google here.
Yes.
Well, while we talking
Zach
about
Levine.
Zach Levine.
They both got mad instantly. They was like,
that, because
Flips
he's
table.
mild, literally.
I mean, he got that dub on that. So,
But
call
Zach
him-
Levine don't really do nothing.
I'm not gonna hold you. He low key cold. He is
Zach
low-key
Levine?
cold. On the Bulls, he cold.
Now,
2016. Back in 2016 was he?
2016, he was
not.
still
He
up
was
and
a
coming.
non-motherfucking factor, dude.
Ah, jeez.
He still ain't the factor. But
Exactly.
Well,
what you gonna do on the Bulls when no one help?
That okay. That I'm not gonna argue with
I'm
because the
weak.
Bulls is mild cheddar. But other stuff that's going on. Who in the 3-point contest again? I know. What? Alex Caruso? No.
hold on.
Who was it? I can't think
Got you.
because I think I seen a few clips of that. The celebrity game is hilarious.
yeah.
Spice Adams. I need to see him on the court for real
I'm
because
weak.
he is pure comical. Oh yeah, Buddy Hield won the
Hield
freaking
won?
yeah. Buddy
got
Hield.
clipped.
He got clipped,
got
but I
clipped.
didn't expect Buddy Hield to win the 3-point contest. That kind of threw me for a whirl.
He needed his one.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
That's crazy. Well,
But nah, he do got clipped.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, it sounded like it was a good All-Star game this season. I know they said they're gonna do. What's up? You got?
Oh, yeah, they changed the format for the All-Star game.
Oh yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
I don't really. I understood it, but I kind of didn't understand it. But basically, they played the first 3 quarters normal, and like the fourth quarter was like a free for all, if you will, kind of, sort of.
Just
right?
whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also did the Kobe MVP
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as well.
The MVP, the All-Star MVP is now named the Kobe Bryant MVP award.
I think that's dope.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people still crying over them changing the logo. But like I said in our previous episode, y'all was just saying pretty much like that'd be a huge business plan. Like,
Yeah.
that would
That's
erupt
like-
a lot of
You know
stuff.
how
That's
much
like
stuff
a-
got the NBA logo on it?
Yeah,
that's like a
they would
billion-dollar
definitely take.
change
It would
decision.
definitely have to take time.
I think they should definitely do it in the future, maybe within the next season or two. But they definitely can't do it this season. It's slow bucks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But anywho,
Yeah, it's all good though. But yeah, so next year, they're gonna do it in Indianapolis, which that's gonna be dope. It's close
sir.
to us in Cincy.
I
so
mean, y'all ain't trying to slide. I'm not talking about to the game. I'm just talking about to Indianapolis during the event.
Oh yeah,
because you said the game like $900.
No,
for
I'm
nosebleed seat.
I'm just
definitely
fine being in the area.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just talking about
We
like
could
just drive up
possibly
there.
see what's up. We gonna see, but you know me, if I'm going, I'm trying to go for the shoe releases because you know what I'm saying. In Chicago, they had some heat. Now, for those that know me, y'all know I'm a little sneakerhead, whatever. I do like my shoes or whatnot. But if you was in Chicago, man, you was eating because down here, it was barely hard to get stuff. Like, you got the Airship pack that came out, which was like the original 85 Jordan 1 and the pre-sample that Michael Jordan wore back before they made the Jordan 1 back in 84.
85?
Yeah, well, 84 for the white pair.
Oh.
It came with two pairs. The box is turned. It was $350 for the box, like for the whole shoe, like the whole package. It came with two shoes. But
that's actually not a bad deal at all.
it's not, and they exclusively released them in Chicago. So if you wasn't in Chicago, you didn't get
slow
them.
bucks.
Yeah, and you said they're going for over.
I
I
don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
Let me guess. I probably
Go ahead, guys.
1,200.
Higher,
they have to be close to two bands.
close, yeah.
Close to two
Like
bands.
what,
Certain
1900?
sizes are
17.
15. Yeah, like 15 or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I already knew. I already
Yeah,
knew.
bro.
hate resale
Because,
much.
no,
Remember,
it wasn't even resale. It's because he just said, bro.
They only released in Chicago.
And you gotta think the first shoe is the first Air Jordan from '85, from '85, and the sample from '84.
Not the sample, but like, you know what I'm saying?
You know that's about to flip from bands.
Oh yeah, they not going
I'm
for
surprised,
it.
I'm
So
surprised it actually didn't hit two bands on the dot.
that's not even the only thing because you got
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
got the of course you got the
appreciate
UNC the Chicago women's
Yeah.
exclusive Jordan 1s that came out.
Yeah.
I like
I've
to
been
call
seeing
them
a
the
lot of
Nintendo
those
switches.
They-
Those are nice.
They clean, but I don't know. That was like
Don't sleep on that leather quality, my good
the
brother.
leather
Nintendo
quality was
switches?
nice.
Oh yeah.
But I was just
We're
like,
gonna put a picture up too so y'all can see. But those were a lot more available to cop. So and they did extended sizes on these. So they did up to a women's 15, which is a
That's like a male
13
13 and a
men's.
half. Yeah.
Exactly. So normally they cap it at 12 women's, which
'Cause
is like
that's
10 and a
10 and a
half
half.
in men's. But this one, because they knew dudes was gonna buy them. Let's
Of
be
course.
real. They knew guys was gonna buy them.
And there are women with big feet.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So that came out, and that was a little more available. You could probably still find those in certain stores, the smaller sizes sitting, but the bigger sizes a lot harder to find. Don C dropped a exclusive Air Force One with American Express. So if you didn't have an American Express card, you couldn't buy the shoe.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
That's
they
foul.
look hot too. I
Wait.
low key like them.
Yeah, they're
So
it's
you
like
can only buy them with an American.
yeah, you
Express
had to
account?
be with American Express to get them.
It's an exclusive deal they have with Dante.
Because they have a partnership. So because of that,
That's such
they're
a-
going for like over 500-600.
I
That's
figured.
such a random collab though with
It is.
American
It's-
Express.
It's a partnership.
business
I can't get
move,
I
son.
can't get
Yep.
mad at it. I can't.
Yep,
That's gonna make people
You know
like,
what's crazy?
dang,
though?
I guess I gotta get that.
Y'all gotta
American
show me though,
Express
because I
card.
ain't.
I will, so we're gonna have it
I
up.
ain't even
It looks like the if you saw the Virgil MCAs, it's like that, but a high top Air Force One in a sense. It's like that same shade of blue,
Okay.
just a little hints of red
The
here and there.
MCA sexy.
Yes, they are. And then of course, speaking of
The shoe
Virgil,
I was looking
the
forward
biggest
to.
shoe that a lot of people was looking forward to was the Jordan Off-White
Off-White
Fake
5s.
dirty. I like the
To
white
me,
ones.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Or the
I like
cream-looking ones.
the way they look though. It's like I can mess around.
It was
with them
paying
and not
homage
make them
to
get
Jordan
dirty.
wearing the 5s in the championship game that he
But
won.
here's my
Yeah.
but here's my question though.
Okay,
Them dirty
Why
ass
he got
bottoms.
why? Not even that.
stop hating because they're not gonna get
Why the
you.
holes?
Yes, the whole. That
Let them. Let
Because
them
Virgil
be great.
all
But
about-
that's hot though.
Virgil's all about architecture and construction.
I get.
and-
Okay, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not with it either, but
They
I
hot.
understand.
That's what-
No,
why.
I get that. But the OCD is in me is like, nigga, put a hole in the other fucking tongue, please.
I mean,
No.
you don't have. I mean, on the tongue, but you don't have to cut out the ones on the side of the shoe. We're gonna have the pictures up on the video too, so y'all.
wait. You
Yes, you can cut it off on the side of the shoe as
See,
well.
I didn't. I thought they were already made like
No,
like with the.
it's sealed, but you can actually,
That's-
if you
okay,
want to,
okay,
you can.
okay. I didn't
Only
know
the
that.
tongue has the hole.
I didn't
They
know
gonna
that.
talk
Okay,
about
I
some.
didn't
I'm
know
not
that.
putting no holes in mine. Then.
But
Yeah.
even still, though, I mean, like, but don't get me wrong, I still like it because it's a nice looking 5. But I was just like,
I was
All 5s are
listen.
nice
If
looking
you
in
wasn't
my
in
opinion.
Chicago, it was slow.
You
They
missed out.
did a sneaker draw. If you're familiar with sneakers, which I never hit on, pretty much draws are just a random raffle. Just if they pick you, they pick you. If you win, the shoe retailed what 240? It was 250.
For what, the off whites?
5. Well, 225.
Nah, those
It
was 225.
It was 225. Yeah. It was 225, and yeah, those happened. So if you copped them, congrats. If you took a L, I mean, you can cop resale for over 800.
Now these ones.
Nah, those nice.
These
Them
the
real
ones
nice.
I want.
But and to wrap up the shoe releases, because there was a lot of shoe releases, and I'm still not even naming all of them.
The Fear of God?
No, not Fear of God.
Those are the other ones.
Oh, yeah. I did see
the samples.
Yeah.
Yeezy. That man Kanye decided to finally release the Quantum Yeezy from Adidas, which was the basketball Yeezy shoe that been teased for like the past 2-3 years. And this man pulled up in armored trucks the streets of Chicago. And they have a little clip showing in the video as well. Literally pulling up on people, giving away free pairs. And there were certain trucks that required you to give your pair of shoes that you were currently wearing to them to receive a free pair of Yeezy Quantum basketball shoes. So in the video clip, you'll see people giving away Fear of God yellow, Complex exclusives.
What?
Yes. Other Fear, yeah. Oh yeah, just to receive a free pair of Yeezy Quantum basketball sneakers.
I mean, as much as I hate to say
which
it,
only released in Chicago as well.
I know. And as much as I hate to say it, that's probably not a bad trade if you're looking for resale.
No, it's a bad trade.
You think so?
If you're doing a yellow pair, yes, it is.
The yellow pair go for like $2 bands.
Yeah.
I know. Oh yeah, you did. You should have held on to them.
The Quantums are at the moment are about 6, 7 at the highest. 6 probably right now.
But it depends. I feel like that
5,
depends
6.
on how fast you flip them too, though.
Yeah. But other than resale, pretty much they didn't keep the shoe. They just checked the size, but they also wanted to make sure you wore the pair before you try to. Because they knew people was going to just try to resell them. So they was like, no, you got to put them on before we give you your shoes back. So they did give the shoes back.
Oh, okay.
So they,
yeah,
you still
I
get
was
to
thinking
keep
that
them.
they was just keeping the shoes.
Yeah, and I was about to be like,
that's cock.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
straight Kanye move, though.
That is a Kanye move, low
That
key.
is, but that also because like when he first said that, I'm thinking,
I was like, what you gonna do with them? Though?
I'm thinking like, he gonna take the shoes that they got and like donate them to like charities and stuff for like kids and stuff. But I'm just like, okay.
And then the crazy thing was certain trucks weren't even taking all shoes. So like somebody had a pair of Air Forces on, they was like, nah, we don't want that. And literally denied them from getting a pair.
That's cock.
Yeah.
So if that's heat and heat only.
Yeah, like if they were and apparently in other words in the sneaker community say like that they were not supposed to do that. But in the video, they obviously did that.
Bruh.
So
you ever seen that meme of a mannequin pointing at the other mannequin crying?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
that
what
had me weak.
He got on Air Force Ones.
Yeah, it's all bad. But in the video, you'll literally see a mass people running up on these trucks. It's like a huge crowd. And yeah, that's like pretty much what I have for the shoe releases. In Chicago and All-Star Weekend seemed like it was going down. It was crazy. If you were there, you pretty much had a good chance of getting some. But speaking of large crowds and crazy nonsense and whatnot, this woman, Kaitlin Bennett, visits Ohio University. Athens, Ohio, because some people love to get them confused. Ohio University out in Athens, Ohio, in the middle of nowhere, damn near.
No, not damn near.
No, it is. Yeah, pretty much. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, if you've never heard of this name, you're probably like, who is Kaitlin Bennett? You ain't talking about Cole Bennett, so I don't care what you got to say. Kaitlin Bennett was a Kent State graduate who thought it would be a good idea to approve for gun control with bringing a AR-10 or 15
to her
graduation just because she wanted to prove a point. And what else she was saying, y'all? Like she was saying some other wild shit.
Well, first of all, if you don't know what an AR-15 is, it's a very high-grade military assault rifle. So
get that.
You can go to the store and get a rifle right now.
Probably for like $3.
It's so crazy how you can get a rifle easier than a pistol.
Yep.
Yeah, but I get into that later.
That's a little later. Yeah, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I think she said something about her being a color woman when she's clearly not.
She is white.
Yeah, and some other off the wall Trump supportee stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna put the video clip here. As you can see, she's walking down the street of OU, of Court Street, and you see a bunch of students crowding her. A lot of them are recording her on TikTok and pretty much just bashing her. They don't support what she's doing.
A few of my peoples I know at OU, shout out to y'all. They was like, "Hey, yo, you need to go ahead and get out of here, cuh."
Yeah,
she was like,
"All right, I'm colored."
Types.
Are you though?
Right.
Like,
so that pretty much happened, and because of that, she's claimed she's going to revisit the school with more security, with guns, and she's strapped up. And she's like, "This is why we need to," you know what I'm saying?
She needs to get beat up.
Dude, how do y'all feel about her actions? Because to me, let a black person come up to a college with an AR-15, we getting shot on sight. Yep. Ain't nothing about it.
That's actually, I mean, well, one, this is her doing this is a definite flex of white privilege to the highest degree if I've ever seen it in my life. I'm just kind of, honestly, I'm not even about to give her the time of day. I'm really not. Like, she obviously not. She's not doing nothing to benefit us in our lives. So
Yeah.
She can continue.
She taking media attention in Black History Month.
Yep.
Oh,
that's so sad. I didn't even think about that. You right.
Stop paying her
Pretty much.
attention, at least till March.
That's why I'm not gonna give her the time. I mean, I'm not, even after Black History Month, I'm not gonna give her the time of day. 'Cause I mean, like, okay, like, one, you
Tell her to
one,
come to
you
Cincinnati
support.
and keep that same energy.
Yeah,
she definitely not getting away with that.
That would
That's
be,
tragic.
that'd be really
Tragic.
tragic. But I mean, like,
I don't support it. It's like I don't even know what statement she really trying to make. Like there's like it's one thing if you want to support gun control and like pro gun or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
You just say
gun, I know.
You know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
I can't think of the word.
That's
I know
one
what
thing
you're
if you want to
trying
support that, but bringing a whole AR-15 or just trying to like walk on campus that's not gonna help your case. Like if anything. That's making you look a lot more crazy than what you know what I'm saying. And then like you're like, oh, I'm gonna come back with more security and this and that because you mad because students are harassing because they don't support your actions. If you want to support all that and you want to indulge in like the Trump stuff or whatever, I'm just saying there's better ways to go about doing it. I don't support it, but who am I to tell you what you gonna do? That's your life. That's what you're gonna do. If you get hit by a brick, that's on you. Don't say I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Told you so.
Right. Plus, I'm just like, if they did this, why would you come back? Like
because she trying to prove a point. That's just
what point are you?
I hope she gets stomped out when she come back.
What point?
Oh, wow.
Prove? Like I don't even hope that she gets stomped out. Like
that she ain't no
there's
more.
just no, like,
yeah. And then the colleges, I mean, depending on how out of control it, they might let it slide because they're like freedom of speech, like how we used to have the protesters come up on campus. Because depending on how they go about doing it, they might let her come and do that.
That really depends on what they say to what she says to the university before she gets up there. Because the reason we're allowed to have the protesters on campus is because they fill out a form legally allowing them to protest for free speech and all that good stuff.
My question is, did she do that when she went there? I feel like she just showed up.
She probably did. I don't know.
Maybe she did.
Hey, that's
if y'all know, please put in the comments because I'm low-key interested.
You people?
Yeah. I ain't been up there in a grip, but
I don't know. I just like I said, I ain't about to give her no time of day. I mean,
okay.
She supports Trump. I ain't with that. I just feel like it's like you said. If she's gonna do this, there's better ways to do this. There's better ways to do this because this right here, this ain't it, Chief. Because if you telling them that you plan to already come back with just more security, you think they're not gonna try and like, okay, so what he should say. Like, you think half them?
They might even say that's a hazard. Like,
that
you
is,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
that's
like,
definitely a safety hazard.
Yeah, that can because you never know because like of course when it comes to crowds and stuff, you never know how they're gonna react.
Yep.
Things could get unruly and messy
mentality.
real quick.
Yeah.
And you better pray to God one of them her security guards ain't got a trigger finger on them.
So
and on top of that, you better pray to God one of the college kids ain't got a trigger finger on them.
That's also very
I know a
true.
few people that was strapped up and racked out at NKU. They see somebody coming up with the Larry. You feel me? They gon'
not the Larry.
blickety blick blick blick.
Oh man.
It could have been you.
And speaking of that, like with the students, potential retaliation. Do you guys think if you saw the video, do you think they kind of went too far with the bashings, or do you feel like they you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yes and no.
How you gonna come on campus talking crazy
this ain't
to
even
the
your
students?
school.
Yo, this ain't even your here.
Like, why are you coming on campus causing issues and problems when you're not even from the state, not from the city? You already graduated college. Why are you going around to different campuses causing a ruckus on purpose?
Like, yeah, that's
she feel like she's entitled to her.
They do anything
White
for
privilege.
clout.
Yup. It's crazy.
Watch your mouth.
Well, look out for Kaitlin Bennett. She shows up to your school or your university in the area.
She know better than to come.
I don't think she's stopping anytime soon.
She's probably not.
She sound like she.
Oh, this is great clout for her.
Oh, definitely. She's gonna get that one supporter that's really gonna ride with it and like, oh, you need help? Say less. We're gonna send some people your way.
Of course.
So you know what I'm saying?
If she is smart though, I think it would be more beneficial for her, quote unquote, to go to like universities that are in college towns. Because if she try that stuff in a like major city, like O State with Columbus or here UC in Cincinnati, that's not. It's not gonna go out the way she thinks it's gonna go.
No.
So
I feel that. Well, we all got our differences. We all may agree and disagree on things, but she gonna do what she gonna do. At the end of the day,
fuck Donald Trump. Yeah,
hey,
fuck
that too.
Donald Trump.
But speaking of different opinions,
Donald Trump.
we're going to go ahead and transition to our last segment here. You know, that man Boosie got a lot of words to say to the Wade's family. So
That's a bad ass.
if y'all unfamiliar with the Wade's family whole hoopla that's been going crazy and everybody's been putting their whole input on somebody else's family. They ain't got nothing to do with theirs. But D. Wade and Gabrielle Union's son at the time decided to change their gender and name to a woman and Zion. Zaya, my bad. Zaya, my fault.
Her name.
Oh yeah, her name.
Her name is now Zaya.
Sorry.
Yeah. What was her original name?
Her original name was Zaire. No, Zaire is the older one, right? That's his older son.
It's like
Zion.
I want to say like Zion.
Zion?
It's something
Zion
similar
is Zaya.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this has been going a lot of controversy.
Past couple weeks now.
Oh yeah, a lot of people been going on. Everybody's been putting in their inputs and what they think and whatnot. And we're not really gonna get too deep on that. We just want to talk about the whole incident with Boosie that happened recently, where he hopped on good old video live. You know, Boosie, he always got something to say.
IG live.
You know what I'm saying? He had to get on Malik Fraternity at one point, but we're not talking about that today. Today we're gonna talk about how Boosie decided to weigh in on this situation by saying that he's a 12-year-old boy. Don't cut his dick off.
Yeah. Don't let that little boy cut his dick off,
and
man.
pretty much he's saying
He
if
might
you want
grow
to
up
be
and regret
gay,
it.
he pretty much saying, like, we're going to let the video clip play. But after that, he pretty much just saying if he wants to be gay, let him be gay. However, don't let him go through the whole sex change at a young age. He's still figuring things out. Now, what I wanted to have this conversation about was, do you guys agree with Boosie and what he say, or do you feel like he should just stay out of this, or do you feel like it's really nobody's business? Like, what are y'all thoughts on Boosie's comments on this matter? Who wants to go first?
Well, first and foremost, I'm pretty sure that Zaya is still too young to even undergo.
Yes.
And that's what Boosie was saying.
Yeah, like that's not even gonna happen. Like that's not about to happen anytime soon, dude. So like on that note, that you kind of overstepped your boundaries. I kind of understood where he was coming from in the sense of, like, if he wants to be gay, like, that's fine, let him, you know what I'm saying, let him do it. But it's also like when he was like, don't cut his dick off, or like he might fall in love with a woman. How do you know? Like,
right.
It's still
You
like
don't
that's
know.
still. But I mean, but that's
he's
still.
saying his son don't know either, or
Yeah.
his daughter don't know either.
But that's still. But that still falls on to the perspective of self on her. So you know what I'm saying, like that. To me, it was funny, but it was ignorant. His comments, it was funny at the time, but it was also very ignorant, just because, like, again, like with this kind of a situation, people weighing in from the outside in, you can't really do that in this kind of a situation.
That's the issue though, because everybody wasn't keeping that same energy with T.I.
Yeah,
they wasn't. You're right.
And like everybody has an opinion, so just because he voiced his opinion, he's wrong. But the people who agree with D-Wade and everything, that's still them voicing their opinion. So when an opinion conflicts with theirs, they have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Boosie's right and I agree or disagree with what he's saying, but I am saying everyone has an opinion. He just voiced his. Now, people trying to bash him for voicing his opinion, that don't make sense.
Yeah, he is getting some flack for his video.
You know, if people hear something they're going to like, they always got something to say about it. Anyway.
Right.
That's,
Facts.
an ever-going debate. That's what keeps the world turning, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Boosie did make some valid points, because I do feel like he is too young to be doing something that drastic to
She is too young.
Oh, she is too young to be doing something that drastic to their body, because that is like, it's a.
That's what I'm talking about, yo.
Continue. Continue, bro.
The penis is a muscle, and that can alter your body, that can alter your blood flow, and there are other possible
Your
health
brain,
risks
too.
that could come with that. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know, as a 12-year-old young lady, that there is a possibility that could affect her body somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying?
My question on this whole matter is, did they even say they were gonna go ahead and give?
That's another thing. I don't even
know what I'm
think
saying?
No, they didn't say they was going to do it.
Yeah, everybody's like going so hard about it, but I'm like, they didn't even announce like we're gonna put her through the process.
They never. Yeah.
Like,
They were just accepting that she's
decided to
now
go with this moving forward, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna support you.
I feel like I like how Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are handling this situation. because a lot of parents would have disowned their child that second minute, or they would have just
Oh
beat
yeah,
them to a
that'd be
coma.
terrible.
Honestly,
parenting.
Yeah,
the way that
like as parents, they're like doing a good job.
Yeah.
Like whether like you agree with it or not, they're still like, listen, we're gonna support you. We're still here. We're
your
still
parents,
we're your parents.
That's
like
our job.
You know what I'm saying? They still like there for her, and I'm like, I can't hate on that. I can't be mad at that. There's, you know what I'm saying?
And on a side note, along with this situation, people trying to cancel Young Thug for what he said, and he said less than what Boosie said.
he did.
All Young Thug said was, "God doesn't make mistakes." That's all he said.
I ain't gonna hold you.
People trying to
Anybody that
cancel him
makes
about that.
anybody that makes a comment about that type of situation gets off rip attacked
Bruh.
all
People
the time.
trying to
That's
cancel him.
I
I'm
feel like at this point, and even some people that could watch this could even feel like we're attacking, but we're really not. We're just stating the
We just
situation
giving
at
the
hand.
facts,
We're
bro.
just talking the situation at hand. But I feel like some people definitely just take certain things the wrong way, and this kind of comes back to our episode about do we feel like the new generation or the internet is too sensitive?
Yes.
Go check that. Go check that
Please
episode
watch
out
that,
because
'cause
this is actually very relevant
link
to
will
what's
be in the
going on right
description
there.
below.
Please, yes, it will. So, yeah, and I just feel like it's like, is it really that deep though? Like.
It's
Like you, like
It's
you,
that
you
deep
don't have
for
like
them.
it's. I understand you're upset and
These
you know
ain't
what I'm
your
saying?
kids.
But at the end of the day, this not your kid. Like and like what Malik said earlier, like everybody got their own opinion, and you're not gonna like everybody's opinion.
you're not.
It's not
You
meant
sure
for you
not.
to like everybody's opinion. We are all
Mhm.
different
Oh,
individual
God.
human beings that have our own creative differences and mindsets.
I just
And we can't always come to on the same page about everything.
Yeah.
So while there are some people that support Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union on their new daughter, there's a lot of people that don't. But at the end of the day, that's not their kid, so that shouldn't be their problem. But you know, if they want to get worked up, let them get worked up. That's on them. I take it as the same people that used to argue with the Jesus people back on campus, and it was the Jesus people versus the LGBTQ community. And I'm like, listen, this all could be avoided if y'all just ignore them.
yeah.
Like, you know who you are at the end of the day.
Or
You know
agree
what
to
you want to
disagree.
be.
Yeah.
Just keep it moving. Don't
Nah.
put your energy into
Bruh.
somebody else that don't agree with you.
When
Like,
bruh
that's
stepped on the Quran, I had to go, bruh. That was
Tragic.
way too out of line. I was like, yeah, bro, I got to go on that note.
yeah,
bruh.
people's
That's not
acting
even-
up. But that's a whole
not
nother
okay.
topic. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I watched the Boosie video. I mean, I see what Jacob meant.
That
It was
shit
kind of
was
ignorant funny.
hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Speak. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I see what he was saying, but like I said, once again, no one said they were gonna put her through the full change.
That's also
Two,
very true.
I would prefer. This is just my opinion, but they're gonna do what they want to do. Fine, let her be her at age 12, but a change maybe when she's 18 or when her body's more developed and she decides fully like this is the life I want to live. And if that's the decision she wants to make in the future, by all means, go ahead. You see, Caitlyn Jenner, you know, Bruce, you know, took how long for you know them to decide they wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But you know, so I'm like, hey, but I mean, at the age of 12, if that's how they feeling, then that's how they feeling.
That's
But
such a wild situation.
at the end of the day, I still commend Dwayne Wade and
for
Gabrielle for still supporting
and his
their-
siblings too.
Yeah, and like they're just like at the end of the day, we still family. I can't hate on that. If anything, I respect that.
And for the fact that them being a black family too.
That too. That's
That
another
is-
thing.
Because
Continue.
because with the way that Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union handled the situation, this is literally like that 1 in a million chance.
Yup.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yup.
Especially at the status that they are at,
Yup.
with
Yeah.
the amount of money and power they have available to them. This is like a 1 in a million chance. That's why I'm like I like
Very
that, I
adult.
like that Dwayne Wade. I like that they have that their family as a whole have been pretty like, except for like, you know, the interviews that they have done about this. They've been media silent about this because I'm pretty sure.
Ain't none
I'm
of
pretty,
their
because
personal
I'm pretty
life.
sure.
It's
Yeah,
their
because
personal,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they've. Because honestly, like, I'm pretty sure that they've already told her like, look, we support you. We gonna get you through this, but
It's gonna be hard.
But there's like
It's gonna be hard.
I feel like two things are gonna happen.
Mhm.
One, if the change does happen, then like they're gonna like, you know, so it's gonna be like a step by step. They're gonna walk them through it. But I feel like they kind of was like, hey, let's just wait a couple years, because like how you saying, like at that kind of an age, again, your body is still developing. So you're, again, with something like that kind of surgery, like procedure like that, it could have negative effects on the body that they may not be aware of. Something they were like, okay, we're gonna let you do this, but I would say at earliest at least 16. At least 16.
That's what I was thinking.
And honestly, but this my thing too. Who says she has to do the change?
That is also
You
very
could
true.
she. Oh, my thing cut off. I don't know. My thing just cut out.
But
she can literally get as old as 25 and still not have to get the change and still be identified as a woman. Like, who said they
80.
have to really do it? Yeah. So I just feel like, with time being said, we will only know in the future. But at the end of the day, that's not our business. That is not our family. That is not our life.
To say something ignorant.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say nothing ignorant. I was just gonna say I kind of wonder how that conversation went. Were they like, because of course the media shows that they were accepting, but I wonder how did D Wade actually feel inside when one of your sons says, I identify as a girl, well, as a woman at age 12. How does a father react to that?
I think
every father will react to it different, though. That's a hard question.
I think regardless, as a parent, you're gonna be like, okay, like it's gonna catch you off.
You definitely gonna be like,
question: how would you react to that?
Probably the same way D-Wade would. I'd probably be caught off guard at first, but like, I have lived my life and my experiences, and this is what I want to do. You have to live your life and your experiences.
And this is another thing I want to add on to that. Who knows how long it's been before they really announce?
That is
also
like,
very true.
as a family, they could have already worked all that out.
Yeah.
And then it just got to the point where they got learn how to become comfortable with it.
much.
And then the
It's been
media
years
called,
since his
because
son been zesty.
we're just now hearing this as from the media standpoint. But they could have probably on some private door.
Yeah, they
you know
really.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Could have just talked that out.
I didn't even like
You know what I'm
take that
saying?
into like a possibility.
It's been years since like we've been seeing pictures of his son and he was looking zesty.
Zesty.
That's why I'm mad.
Is that what
he
he
used
said
the
the
word
first time?
zesty. That's why I
heard
started
him
getting
say
weak.
that.
I
I
just
heard
kept
him say
talking over him
Yeah,
because
I
I
heard him
just
say
didn't
the
even
word
want to.
zesty, but I didn't like go into it.
Yeah,
But
but
Uzi
no,
is a zesty
I
guy.
agree with Malik. Like, it's definitely, as a parent, like, if I was to have a son and he was to come to me like on some random shit talking about, yeah, I feel like a woman. I'm a low key be like, what you talking about, bro?
Huh?
Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
mean like just today,
But,
or
you know, I mean,
I'm gonna try to change his mind, to be honest. I mean,
So what, you
obviously-
gonna sit him down and just force him to watch porn or something?
No.
I don't.
Whoa,
I don't.
whoa,
I think.
whoa,
Look,
that was-
see, hold on.
Okay, whoa. Okay,
This is the
all right.
pocket, and you over here with it, cuz
Hey, I'm
like.
just saying,
No,
bro.
I
How do you force?
I didn't say I would
him?
force. I said I would try to change his mind. So I would literally sit down with him, have a conversation, try to figure out why he feels this way, and then I would explain to him the issues that this would cause for himself. But I'm not saying it to discourage him, but more so to
Make
inform
him aware.
Yeah, it's so like
I
if
ain't
you
gonna-
really want to go with this decision and you want to make this decision in your life, I'm with you 100%. I'm your dad. I'm supposed to be.
Right.
But this ain't gonna be no easy road we on travel.
Facts.
And-
I ain't gonna cap. I still
honestly-
feel like you'd be the type to pull up the laptop. So you don't like none of that.
They
You don't
can't-
like none of that.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm not gonna.
I can
lie.
low-key see him.
To answer Adam's questions on both fronts, Loki, Adam, the answer that you just gave right there, I feel like that's how D-Wade approached his son, now daughter. I feel like that would be
Well,
like,
if that's really what you want,
And we famous, so you really
yeah,
gonna
but,
get the. You know what I'm saying?
but in terms of me and how I would handle it, honestly, I would need a couple of days to process it.
Yeah.
I would definitely need time to
just
process
because of
it.
the fact that, like, again, like, that's. I'm not saying I'm against that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support my child if that, however, whatever they want to do.
yeah.
Is that how I envision, like, how their future
Nope.
was gonna be laid out and how that was gonna go? No. So of course I'm like, I'm gonna be shocked, taken back, but I have to give myself that time to be
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
okay.
I'd be hurt.
Because at the end of the day, you still my child.
Yeah,
And I don't want to be a parent that's going to disown my child.
Right, I would
because-
never disown my child.
You
But
know
I
what
would
I'm saying?
definitely be hurt.
Because
on the
I've
inside,
definitely met people that are trans or gay or whatever, and they parents really disown them.
Yeah, that's
And
kind
they-
of sad.
It's really, and like I've seen it to where like they can't even live at home no more because they parents
that's-
don't want nothing to do
that's-
with them,
that's just
and it's
terrible.
really messed up. And it's like I would not want to put my own child through that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like I
that's
might not
pretty
agree
sad.
with them, but at the end of the day, you still my child. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I agree with Adam on like sitting them down and be like, listen, this is the reality. So you can't get mad if somebody don't call you him or her. You can't get mad,
Especially when you
know what I'm
first
saying?
going through the changes, because people got to take time to get acclimated to that change. You know
That
what I'm
too.
saying?
And this is still a new society thing. Like maybe in the next generation, you know, in kindergarten, they're teaching students, you know, gender, you know. So I don't know, man.
Can I ask y'all-
It's just all
Can I ask
still
y'all,
kind of
Can I
upcoming.
ask y'all a question? So I don't know if y'all seen this video, but it was on Twitter. It was D-Wade with his daughter. And they were golfing. And he pretty much just like he had the camera on her, and he pretty much was asking her like kind of like the mind state of like the world and how like about people, you know, be opening up about like being gender fluid, about transitioning, things like that. And like again, like I didn't get, it was like a quick like 2-3 minute video, and it was kind of hard to hear some stuff because like they were like on a little golf caddy, you know, he was driving. But when you listen to what she was saying,
it makes sense. Definitely,
it makes sense. It makes sense. I love that you can tell she is a bright kid. She definitely has her intelligence on her hand, of course, and I can definitely see that not only with D Wade and Gab, but probably maybe because again, like they have family outside of just their main family, so if that has to get used to this kind of transition. You can feel the acceptance, you can feel the inclusivity. Between like Dwayne Wade and like his daughter now, because just like hearing her talk and like hearing her say what she had to say, it like you can tell like okay, they definitely talked about this and they definitely have come to an understanding. And I think honestly, that D Wade's daughter doing this is gonna change some stuff later down the line.
We might see some more
like
kids or people come out. Like
I do think because you gotta think and it's funny because I just seen this on Facebook like 5 minutes ago. They were like, so how are y'all tripping about D Wade's son? But here y'all got Magic Johnson's son, daughter, at who? You know what I'm saying?
His son's just gay.
Yeah, I think his son's just gay.
Okay, that's
crazy. 6'7", wearing heels, not doing nothing athletic, man.
But he got his shit popping with the fashion industry.
He definitely do.
Like I said, I'm not here to bash. I ain't here to hate y'all LGBT community. I love y'all. I don't necessarily support y'all, but I ain't against y'all.
There go the Twitter fingers to Cubby Watson slandering.
Look,
here come the dislikes. Coming back.
At the end of the day, this is really progressive. This is with D Wade's art. This is super progressive in this kind of a field.
It's progressive. I agree with that.
I love to see it. I wish to see more, not only from his daughter, but from other people, whether it be celebrities. Common people, I don't guess common people if you want to call us that.
Yeah,
whatever. I hope to see more of it because the more that we see it, the more that we get used to it, and the more that it becomes like a normalized thing.
I just hope people do it for the right reasons.
That's also true.
That too.
People do be doing this for clout.
That is also true. Well, final thoughts. Don't do it for the clout.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Support your loved ones. Also, you know what I'm saying? Tell your people you love them and while they still here. Give them roses while they still here.
Don't say pop and forget the smoke.
Truly.
And stay out of people's businesses, bro. If
Truly.
that family, that's between them, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with you. You can voice your opinion, but they gonna do what they gonna do.
Worry
and at the end of the day,
families.
Facts. Tell your family you love them. Tell your loved one, your brother, whoever. Yeah. Let them know.
My black man, if y'all got kids, I need y'all to be there for them.
Facts.
We need more black fathers.
We do.
We need that representation.
It's Black History Month. Come on.
So
thank you. So I got a question.
Yeah.
And we can debate about this on or off camera. But so I've been seeing this little. It's the thing I asked you earlier. So I've been seeing this little Facebook argument. It reappears every like 2-3 months. Yeah.
And what's this argument?
Do you expect your significant other to go half on the bills and everything with you? Yes or no?
Tune in next time.
Yup.
Next
That's
episode of the Four Podcast.
Hi-yar.
He gun and weasel, this three-headed snake. I bought me the beans, it came with a shake. I fuck on your friends, I fuck on your bae. Every time I pretend, it come with